Here are your directions to create your pig for your brick background that you painted. Mine is not painted, but yours is painted and looks way cool. You're going to need a pig stencil, a square sheet of pink paper, a folded sheet of pink paper, a circle, a Sharpie, some scissors, some glue, and a pencil. All the important items you need should be located either on the tray on your table or on that blue tub on your table. To start, very carefully set your stencil on your pink paper and trace around it nice and slow with a pencil. When you're done, you'll create the nose with the circle. So we're going to find about the middle of our pig. So we have room for our eyes up here still. And hold on really, really tight to that circle. And this time we'll use a black marker. It's a little challenging sometimes to go back and trace a circle nicely. So very, very carefully trace around your circle. And if you decide you want to do pencil first, that's okay. Then we're going to switch back to pencil. And we're going to add some eyes at the top. Just a little bit smaller than our finger, not too tiny. And then we'll add some ovals in our nose. And if you are doing an oval, sometimes a little rainbow shape and an upside down rainbow shape that you connect will be a helpful way to create an oval. And then a smile. Just kind of sneak it out from one side. Then we're going to go ahead and trace all of those and color on the inside of these with black marker. It's a good choice to outline your shapes first and then carefully color them in. You do not have to trace the outside line unless you really want black line to show when you cut it out. Next, we'll take this folded sheet of pink and we'll keep it folded. And what we're going to do is make a little line in the middle so we know where we're going to cut it, because this is what we're making our arms and legs out of. So approximately 2 fingers from an edge, you're going to make just a little dash line because this will remind us where we're going to cut. And then at the top of these, we're going to make a very large V, just one, to make the toes for our pig. So from this corner, kind of about to the middle, and then up, we have a big wide V that we're going to cut out. And then here from this middle to about the middle of here, and then up. And when we cut those out, we'll have our toes cut out, and when we cut this in half, we'll have 2 separate pieces. So watch carefully. I'm going to slowly cut this right in half, and they're supposed to stay folded. That's okay. Keep them folded. You can turn your paper around and carefully cut your toes. Turn your paper, and we will end up with 2. And then we unfold it, and we cut this little line right here, and we will end up with 2 legs or arms. So you're going to go ahead and do that 2 times. Watch carefully again. Now we need to cut out our pig. So remember, like I always say, cut really, really slow next to that line. When you come to a spot where you need to turn your paper instead of your scissors. Sometimes we can move our paper in our hand and adjust where we're holding it. So we're always moving our paper more than our scissors. So right here, I'm not going to turn my scissors, I'm going to turn my paper. The scissors can move a little bit, but not too much. Keep your hand nice and comfortable. So I'm turning my paper, not my scissors. I just cut off that little piece so it's easier to hold, and I'm going to finish cutting all the way to the bottom, just like that. Now we're ready to glue everything on. Put small dots of glue all the way around that edge. Really focus on the edge, less in the middle, because we don't want our edges popping up. And flip it over, and a little bit near the top, a few fingers from the top. We'll put our pig on there. And then we need to tuck our legs and arms underneath, so watch what you're gonna do. Put a little dot or two at the top, near just the top, because we only are tucking just that top part under. And your arms just go right underneath there. So you have to move a little bit quick before your glue dries. Some dots, tuck it underneath. And then be real careful when you're adding your legs, because the same thing. We're just gluing a little edge because we're going to later add clothes to our pig. And if our whole leg's tucked up under there, we're not going to see any bits of his feet. And then make sure everything's pressed down really nicely. Glue any loose edges and put it on the drying rack.